Stu Cowan and Pat Hickey of the Montreal Gazette here at the Bell Centre following the Canadiens' 2-1 shootout loss to the Nashville Predators on Monday night. Pat, we've been through this before. This is a team that can't score, and not only are they not winning, it was another sort of dull, boring hockey game.
It sure was. I mean, to sum it all up, with about 4.5 minutes to go, they showed a shot of the crowd, and it was a woman who was actually sleeping. That was... it just gave you an indication of what kind of game it was. It was exciting during the overtime.
The 3-on-3.
The 3-on-3 was exciting. The shootout was even the shootout wasn't very good. A bunch of guys walking in and
on bad ice trying to deke the goalie.
Yeah, trying to deke the goalie. And it's Canadiens pick up a point, but more importantly, they lost a point. Yeah. And they're now 7 points out. And the team they're trying to catch, Pittsburgh's got 2 games in hand.
There was empty seats again in the lower bowl, and there was talk in the press room that scalpers were selling tickets 2 for 1 down in the red. I don't think a couple of years, beginning of the season, you could never imagine that happening here.
No, I think if you want bargains, this is the time to get them from the scalpers outside. And, there's even some cheap tickets, $35 tickets available on StubHub earlier this week. I don't expect that will be the situation Saturday night. They play the Leafs. Really. Two terrible teams, 2 teams that are heading out of the playoffs. But it is Toronto and Montreal, and that's always a hot ticket.
In the room afterwards, Pat, you could sense the frustration. Spoke with Max Pacioretty. He was talking about how the pressure he's felt on himself, the weight on his shoulders as captain of the team, and trying to shoulder everything himself. They're just a frustrated hockey team, Pat. I think it's with the trade deadline coming up on Monday, that's not helping things. It's not a good situation.
Well, I think that despite all the brave talk about we're going to play them 1 game at a time, we're still in it. These guys are out.
And follow the process.
You follow the process. One of the things that they have to look at is see who they can get rid of, who they can dump. Pretty sure that Dale Weiss is going to be going.
Now, he was out with the flu tonight, they said.
Yeah, Tom Gilbert was on his way out, but he's gone from day to day with a foot injury to out for the season with a knee injury. So they're going to just lose him on July 1st. He'll sign with somebody else.
That's right. It was only this morning that Michel Therrien said after morning skate that he was day-to-day. Now he's gone. More than a dozen scouts here tonight at the Bell Centre, Pat. What I found interesting, 2 from Chicago, including Stan Bowman, the general manager. So usually when the general manager shows up, it means they're really interested in somebody.
Well, yeah, you could say that, except Stan Bowman was here for an entirely different reason. He was here to look, he's the general manager of that under-23 team, the Canada-US team. He was here to look at Alex Galchenyuk. And Alex Galchenyuk, I think, is probably going to be on that 23 and under team.
And as much as, we talk about the loss of Carey Price, it's another night. I mean, you can't blame Mike Condon tonight. He let in 1 goal. Canadiens can't score. Brendan Gallagher got the only goal, another Galley goal, right in the crease. Take cross-check from behind when he put it in, and he's one guy who hasn't given up on this.
No, he hasn't given up at all. It's unfortunate on the first goal. Mark Barberio missed his assignment, and it's in the net. 1 mistake. They can't afford even 1 mistake.
Yeah, well, Pat, you're off to Washington, where the Canadiens are playing Wednesday night, and then back here at the Bell Centre Saturday night against the Leafs. And even if they're 2 teams going nowhere, they're always fun to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, they play the best team in the East on Wednesday night, and they play the worst team on Saturday night. Washington won tonight, 17-1-1 in their last 19 games. By far the best record in the NHL.
Could be ugly on Wednesday night.
Could be.
We'll talk to you soon.